Welcome back, guys, or if you're new to my channel, this is Automotive Anonymous. Today we are going to have a rematch race between all the 2026 Chevy Silverados to find out which power plant is the fastest. So you can expect to see the 2.7 liter TurboMax, the 3 liter inline 6-cylinder diesel, the 5.3 liter V8, and the big boy 6.2 liter V8. All these acceleration tests are going to be on the same road, same time of day, for both the idle and the boosted launch. They're all going to be in sport mode. Traction control turned off, 4-wheel drive auto or 4-wheel drive high turned on, and we're going to see which Chevy Silverado is the fastest. In case that matters to you, matters to me, and if you guys get anything out of this video, please consider liking it, comment your thoughts and opinions below, subscribe if you haven't already. Otherwise, keep in mind we're at about 4,000 feet above sea level, so the naturally aspirated engines will be down on power about 3% per 1,000 feet. The turbos are going to be down on power a lot less than that, and we'll see if the naturally aspirated V8s can keep up. So huge thanks to Lasfit, our channel sponsor, but more on them in just a few minutes, and huge thanks to Twin Falls Chevrolet, and I'll link them down in the description below. Otherwise, let's get right into it. I'm just about to the private road to start the testing, but keep in mind this video is actually a response to this other video I put out about a month or two ago. So if you guys want to see how the trucks did in that video with a little bit worse weather, leaving traction control on because by the end of the video it was raining, you are welcome to search for that and see how they do the difference between traction on versus traction off. And if you want to see how the Fords compare, you're also welcome to find this video on my channel. I tested all 4 F-150 powertrains, as well as the 2.7 liter V6 twin turbo engine in the Ford Ranger, just to show you how the Ranger compares to the Silverado with the same engine. And in this video, I will do the same thing. At the very end, I will include a Colorado with the TurboMax engine, so you guys can see for yourself how much faster it is than the Silverado with the same engine. 0 to 60 off of idle in the TurboMax with the 8-speed. And keep in mind, density altitude is about 4,500 feet, so the turbos could be down on power 1 to 1.5% per 1,000 feet of altitude, so maybe 4 to 7% depending on how well the turbo compensates. And the naturally aspirated engines are down about 3 to 3.5%, so probably up to 15% power. So let's see what this can do. Oh wait, this is off of idle. All right, off of idle. True 0 to 60 came in at 7.86 seconds. Revved, boosted launch in the Silverado, TurboMax. Let's see what this thing can do. And true 0 to 60 came in at 7.53 seconds. 0 to 60 in the baby Duramax, off of idle, still on 4-wheel drive auto, traction off, sport mode on, and I have to say this is one of the best sounding pickup trucks I have ever heard. Kind of a jerky power band, but it still was a lot of fun. 8.46 seconds on this one today. Baby Duramax, boosted launch. True time came in at 7.82 seconds. So when traction control's off, it definitely likes the boosted launch. Although those first several shifts, because of the lower RPM red line, it just doesn't feel as good as some of the other ones revving it out. But down low, it's a lot of fun. I'm actually a little bit surprised at how the Duramax performed. It definitely did a little bit different time than it did in the first video, so check that out if you're interested. Otherwise, we are now in the V8. It's going to start with the 5.3 liter and then the 6.2 before we finish off this video with the Colorado. And then at the very end, I will show all 10 0 to 60s on the screen so that you guys can really take a second to look at them and to compare them with the idles and the boosted launch of all 5 trucks. And again, if you guys got anything out of this video, like it, subscribe, and comment your thoughts down below. And I finally get to thank today's channel sponsor, Lasfit. I know a lot of you guys have heard of them before, but some of you have not, and many of you haven't even ordered their products with my discount code of AA20 for 20% off. But if you are new to them, they're a name brand company, and they specialize in a few different main categories. But their biggest one, the one that they're most known for, is making some of the best floor mats in the business. These are the optional upgraded mats on the Chevy Silverado, specifically on this trim level, and they don't even cover the dead pedal. There's not even a lip around them. They're really not that big compared to the actual carpet that you want protected. And then when it is time to take this thing out of the vehicle, it's flippy, it's floppy. It dances around, it's gonna spill a lot of the liquid and a lot of the materials that it's supposed to catch. And if you notice, those grooves really aren't that deep. But if you look at the Lasfit mats, not only are the grooves deep, there's tall sidewalls to protect it, a lot more surface area, and a whole heck of a lot more rigidity, but they also age better, they last longer, and if you do want a set for your Silverado or basically any other late model vehicle, they're actually very affordable, and for being a name brand product, they're usually about half the price as the other name brand products. So you can get a set for the front and the back of the Silverado for a little bit over $100, and if you want a bed mat, that's only gonna be a little bit over $100 as well, after my discount code of AA20. So thank you so much, Lasfit, for sponsoring today's video. And guys, seriously, check them out if you are interested in a better floor mat at a very affordable price. Off of idle in the 5.3 liter V8 Ecotec engine. This is still an LT, but it is an LT Trail Boss, so the tires are just a little bit bigger and this vehicle is slightly lifted, although I don't think that's going to matter nearly as much as the density altitude, which is still about 4,500 feet. Off of idle, let's go. Not bad. 0 to 60 came in at 7.87 true seconds. Brake rev in the 5.3. True time came in at 7.75 seconds. 0 to 60 off of idle in the big boy 6.2. And just driving it over to the private road, I have to say, this is seriously such a beast of an engine. Despite the cylinder deactivation concerns, this thing seriously rocks. Off of idle, let's go. True time came in at 6.6 seconds. Not bad. Brake rev. True time came in at 6.84. Kind of interesting. Colorado Z71 off of idle. Let's go. True 0 to 60 came in at 7.67 seconds. Boosted launch into Colorado. True 0 to 60 came in at 7.2 seconds. And there you have it, guys, the 5 0 to 60 comparisons between the 4 Silverados and the Colorado that rocks the same 2.7 liter TurboMax engine. So comment your thoughts below. Check out the Ford F-150 version of this video if you're interested. And if you want to see how these trucks do when traction control is turned on and the weather is maybe a little bit worse, you're welcome to find that video on my channel as well. Otherwise, thank you for watching till the end, and I will leave this page on the screen for maybe about 10 more seconds.